Hey everyone, Bob Murhan here, and this is video 2 in the Road to Memphis series. And in video 1, I talked about Chris Kane, and I'm going to continue on in the Chris Kane mode here because I've been listening to a lot of Chris Kane lately. And this is another move that I think that is pretty easy for you to understand and, again, to incorporate into your playing. So let's not spend a lot of time chit-chatting. Let's get right to it. This involves something that is known as a pedal point, where you kind of keep coming back to the same note. And it also sort of uses that same vibe we had yesterday, where we're playing a note and going down and then coming back again to that same note. So we're going that kind of move on the second string. Actually, let me keep it in the key of A. I was starting to do that in the key of C. Now let's keep it in the key of C, because Chris Kane likes to play in the key of C a lot, so why not? So now I'm using a C chord shape, and this might help you expand your knowledge from what we did in the previous lesson as well. So this chord shape, the root, there's two of them actually. One is on the fourth, one is on the first, so you need to know what that note is in order to determine what chord you're playing here. So 8th fret C, 10th fret D, 5th fret A, 3rd fret G. If you don't know some of the basic names of the notes, at least on the 6th string, which then you have the 1st string and the 5th string, I would at least try to get that far initially. But eventually it's a good idea to be able to find all the notes on the fretboard in fairly short order. So back to the C here. So we're starting on the 2nd string, which is the 5th of that C chord. And we're going to play that note and slide down and come right back to the note. And then I'm going to play the 8th fret on the 1st string, and then I'm going to go. And I'm kind of staying bluesy there. If I want to stay in the chord, I'd have to go up to the 12th fret there, which is also doable. But again, I decided to keep that more in the bluesy vein. Blues scale would be, and I'm throwing in the D here, which is also the 9th. So I'm actually kind of getting out of the blues scale a little bit, but and I don't really know what I did there at the end, just a blues lick. But that's not the point of the lesson. The point of the lesson is this move here. And just keep it slow at first until you can start to build up some speed on it. It's a little trickier than it looks, maybe. And picking wise for me, I find it easier for me to do upstroke on the 2nd string and then downstroke on the 1st string. And you can see I even have my limits. I start to get too fast on it and kind of get bogged down a little bit there myself. Kind of a cool idea. And again, this note here, we keep coming back to this note, right? And that's the pedal tone, because it's repetitive. We're pedaling on it, so to speak. So maybe that sounds a little classical to you as well, because that's sort of a classical terminology, a classical technique, using the pedal tone like that. So I hope you enjoyed that one. Play around with that idea, and I'll see you again real soon with another one. And as always, practice.